Do the intro.
What's up with you guys, man? How y'all doing? This is Slip and Counter Podcast. We're here at the Kenichi Bed Studios, back in studio again. I feel like it's been a while since we've been in studio, but we back with another episode.
No. Rewind that back. What did you just say? You said, "Oh, it's been a while since we've been in studio." Rewind it back. No, it's been a while since you been in studio vacation, boy.
Man, let me get back in my bag.
Damn.
Kenichi Bed Studios, Slip and Counter Podcast. Welcome back. Welcome me back. Welcome me back.
Can you continue? Can you give me my intro, please, and I'll do my thing. Can you give my intro?
All right. I'm your host, BINK. Your host, GOLDENBOY.
That had no enthusiasm. Run it back, man. Give me my daggone intro.
Cut.
Damn.
Cut. I'm your host, BINK. This is your host, the wonderful, the beautiful, fresh lineup and all, GOLDENBOY.
What's up, bro?
Like, get on your ass.
Man.
What's good,
go,
bro?
Man. God damn.
What's up, man? Welcome me back.
Missed you, man. Your ass left me hanging.
I ain't leave you hanging.
Yes, you did. You gonna say, "Oh, I told you I wasn't gonna do the show, man. I told you." No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Go back and read the text.
No,
I got
you
text
didn't.
receipts. Everybody, the rest of the team knew.
Reminders.
Rest
You
of the
don't
team
box
knew.
for this. You play football all these years. I box for all these years. Reminders, my guy.
True. You right. That's on me. My fault. But I had a blast down Ocean City. Had
You
a
ain't gonna
blast
give me
down
my
there.
props on how I did the show, motherfucker.
I told you he did a great job. I'll do it on air though. He did a great job. He held it down when I was gone. Great job on the show. Appreciate you.
I'm like this under the shit. They couldn't see my leg doing this like it's my first amateur fight all over again.
You was nervous?
This man, our producers had to say, "Yo, relax, man. You got this. Don't worry about it. You got this."
That's what you do is talk. You talk. You a natural talker.
Man,
Not hold on.
I
Not,
told
hold
you,
on.
I'm not Jim Lampley. I am Roy Jones Jr. I am
LL Cool J with that toothpick.
This dude, bro. I am the ice on the cake. You're Jim Lampley. No, I know my role.
You know
Can
your
you just
role.
do the guest, man? And hold on, real quick, before we do the guest, Special K.
Man, go ahead, man.
There we go. All
I
right.
need to get an iPhone. But hold on, real quick. Let's shout out to the professor, Mike Fox,
Fest.
man. Mike
Big
Fox.
Fest.
Appreciate you, brother. Showed us mad love at the fight this weekend. Shout out to Beltway Battles Round 4. Everybody that fought on the card, y'all did y'all thing. Mike Fox commentating did a great job. Gave me some
Heck
tips.
yeah.
Gave us some tips on how to run our next commentating job and
Yep.
up our level a little bit. So shout out to Mike Fox, man, the professor. Go ahead.
And all the shirts we got from J Fly, the Fly, J Fly. We got shirts from Two Shot with the Kenichi Venture on the back with the sky blue, man. Love to all of them, man. And then Misa Lopez with the shirt swap. But now you got the BINK in Colorado over on the West Coast, man.
For sure. Got to get him on the show, man. But we got a very special guest for you guys today. Well known, one of the top prospects in the world.
Yeah.
In the world. Hands
Not
down.
just our area.
In the world. Hands down. We're going to bring him on the show. We got Troy ISLEY in studio.
My God.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
Good.
Yeah, everything good.
Everything set?
Yeah.
Man, thank you for coming through. I know it's last minute. We caught you at the fight, but appreciate you taking time out your schedule to come through here and kick it with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate y'all having me. And, me and him go way back.
Yes, indeed.
Before all this, success even came,
Uh-huh.
So, I had to, for my guy. We've been trying to schedule this for a while. So, I'm like, I'm home. I might as well get it done.
Yeah, for sure, man. We appreciate you. Well known in the area, but it's my first time meeting you, getting to talk to you. And I don't really know your whole story, how you got started in boxing, what you love about boxing. So you can kind of go into that a little bit, like where you got your start and how you got to the point you are now.
I got you. So my family resides out of Southeast DC, Potomac Gardens. But when I was born, like all my brothers and sisters, I'm the youngest of 6. So all of them we were all born in DC, but when I was born, we moved to Alexandria to, get a different life and stuff like that. So I grew up in Alexandria. And I would go to DC on weekends and stuff like that. But, in Alexandria, I didn't fight in school, but every time after school, I would go to this recreation center called Charles Houston. And I was fighting every day in that rec from 5 to 8. Every day my dad would pick me up, I'd be in timeout. So they rebuilt it, and then I got into a fight again, and then, a staff member walked me to the gym and walked me to K. Was like, this kid always fighting. Can you do something with him? Like, he bad. And then I started boxing. I ain't do nothing that day, but my dad came and got me and was like, "You want to try it out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it out." And it was a different transition at first though. I ain't really like it because I mean I thought, you know what I'm saying, I thought it's like, because I played football, so you know what I'm saying, I was used to the contact already. I thought you go in there, you just boxing. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, you go in there, Dennis had us just jabbing to the mirror all day. So I was like,
from
bro,
scratch.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this is boring. Like, I don't even want to do this for real. But I stuck with it, and you know, once I started sparring, I think it was like me and a group of kids. We all sparred. I had a good day, and my dad picked me up, and DP and K was like, you know, you keep your son, you know, got out on everybody. You keep bringing him back. We can make a national champion out of him. And I quit football, and I just locked in on boxing. It was a rough 3 years though. I ain't fight till I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, once I started sparring, like, you know, real competition, you know what I'm saying, it was rough. It was rough. You know what I'm saying, I had some bad days, but, you know, my dad thought about pulling me out for a little while, but, you know, my dad was like, you know, you kept coming back. So I just, you know, I kept coming back, and I want to say 2011, I went to the Silver Gloves, and I got second place, so that ranked me number 2 in the nation. So that was like kind of like my breakout year. Mm-hmm. And then the next year I won my first national, the PALs, and I won the PALs like 3 times. And then I won JO Nationals 2014, and then I got Outstanding Fighter. I won ringside 2 times, and then I went to the Golden Gloves. I got second place. I lost in the finals. And then 2016. December 2016, I won U.S. Nationals, and then that's how I got on Team USA. And then, you know, I went to Worlds, medaled at Worlds, and then won Team USA again. And then I did Pan Ams. I did like 6. I got like 6 international medals with Team USA. So I did like 3 years with them. And then I did lose at the trials. I was injured, but, you know, I did lose at the trials. And, you know, I was like, you know, forget it. I mean, I didn't say forget it, but I was like, fuck it. I mean, the Olympics is good, but, you know what I'm saying, I still had a great amateur. You know, I still
you had a resume.
I still had a, you know, great resume, but everything but the Olympics. So, you know, I decided to make the pro route, and I had 2. Well, first, I signed 2020, but I had to get healthy first. So I took the whole 2020 off to get both of my shoulders fixed. So I got shoulder surgery on both shoulders, and then I came February 21. I debuted, and then I had my first 2 fights, and then they gave me a call, like, you know, they keep canceling the qualifiers due to COVID. So if we don't add, you know, you Duke or Keyshawn, and it's only going to be 2 boys, because they was the only one. It was only 2. Everybody was new besides 2, besides Tiger and Richard. So they would only had 2 boys and 3 girls. So they was like, nah, yeah. So they let Aiba and, you know what I'm saying, Team USA, you know, let them, you know, bring us back. So, you know, when I got that call, I was like, damn. I was like, nah, that's crazy.
Meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be. Yeah, I always had like I don't know, always had something on my head like it's gonna come back, because you know what I'm saying, it was always getting pushed back. But you know, when it happened, I was like, wow, like, you know, that's crazy. You know, so you know.
So when you finally got there, how was the experience when you finally?
When I finally got there, I mean, it's a you just meeting a lot of people. So I mean, when I like the ceremony, like, so when I seen like Kevin Durant or Damian Lillard and like Draymond and stuff like that, I was like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's crazy. Like 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying, I was watching them on TV, like, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, right here now I'm like right next to him.
Now you one of them.
Yeah, now I'm one of them right next to him. You feel me? So that was crazy. But I mean, as far as that, Tokyo was you know what I'm saying, was a great country. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in the US 10 years later. They so up to date on technology, bro. It's like being up there. Then the people, they nice, they treat you nice. Like they like if you want to pick any host, like that's probably like the best host, them or the Netherlands.
Okay.
But Tokyo was definitely a great experience, and you know what I'm saying, I'm happy I got to fulfill the Olympic experience. I felt like going to the Olympics for me made it feel like cause I feel like everybody in Alexandria did stuff, so I feel like me going to the Olympics made it feel like now forever you always gotta say Troy Isley when you talk about athletes. So that's
Olympian
why
Troy
yeah,
Isley.
that's why
Right.
going to the Olympics always meant so much to me.
Right. That's huge, man.
Yeah.
That's huge. So then you get the call to turn pro. So ESPN, Top Rank, working with ESPN has a crazy stable of young fighters.
Yeah.
And you're at the top of that list.
Yeah.
What is that experience like? You can go back to your early experiences with ESPN and Top Rank.
All right, so Top Rank started recruiting me my second year on the team, but they was looking at me after I won the medals at Worlds. But I met Carl Moretti at, I want to say, I met him in camp next to Michaela. I don't know, but he was looking at me and stuff like that. I'm like, why this dude keep looking at me? So I just walked up to him and introduced myself, and he was like, I know who you are. I'm such and such from Top Rank, and I was like, oh, what's up? And then he was like, when you free, you want to come to the fight. And whenever I was free on Team USA, like whenever I came home or whenever I didn't have a fight coming up, or if Shakur was fighting, I was, flown out for, you know what I'm saying? So Top Rank always, took care of me. So, I mean, that relationship was already there. So, I mean, when it was time to sign, I pretty much already knew everybody.
Yeah.
I already had that, I've already knew anybody since 2018. So by the time 2020 came around, I already knew the matchmakers. You know what I'm saying? The social media people. So it was cool. But at the same time, wanting to be signed by them, just all of them being in there, because everybody in there is six. I ain't gonna say 60, but they old. Top Rank been around since they old. So just all of them even noticing, recognizing me, you know what I'm saying? They had Sugar Ray Leonard, they had all the greats. All the greats started with them, Muhammad Ali, me taking that picture with Bob Arum right in front of that picture, I was you know what I'm saying? Just for them to even, you know what I'm saying, just a small kid from Alexandria, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? You don't think, you know what I'm saying? I never would have thought, you know what I'm saying? 8 years old, me walking to the gym, that I would be, you know what I'm saying, next to Bob Arum.
Does it still shock you to this day? I'm signed with Bob Arum. I'm Top Rank. I'm amongst Tiger Johnson, Jared Anderson. I'm Troy Isley,
Yeah, nah, bro. It definitely shocked me every day, but it definitely, make me want to work harder to, achieve more.
Who are you closest with out of all the guys out of Top Rank? You got Shakur, like I said, Tiger Johnson.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, okay.
Keyshawn, yeah.
How'd you guys become close?
Well, shit. Me and Keyshawn used to be his teammate Frank and me fought my very first fight. So I met Keyshawn my very first fight. We was at the weigh-ins, and then they was like, "Who you fighting?" And I was like, "What weight you fight?" I was like, "I fight 85." And they was like, "Oh, you probably fight Frank." And I wasn't fighting a teammate, but we would always see each other come in, Silver Glove states or regionals or JO states or regionals. So I mean, we would always be cooling and stuff like that. And then Kay, his coach Kay, and then their coach Tyler, they already knew each other from when they was amateurs, so they would always be around each other. So these my kids, or you know what I'm saying. So we would always talk and stuff like that. And then Keyshawn came up. He came up 2016 after Shakur had won the silver medal. Keyshawn started living up here and. He started training with us, and then we just got real close after that. Yeah, but we said everything, you know what I'm saying, we was gonna do. Shakur, you know what I'm saying, put the blueprint in front of us, and then, you know what I'm saying, that year we were saying we gonna make the team, and we made the team. We gonna do the Olympics, and then we gonna go to Top Rank, and we gonna sign. I'm not Top Rank. We gonna fight on the same card, stuff like that. So. You know what I'm saying?
Really manifested.
Nobody broke up in
about.
a sense. Everybody was together.
Right, it's
That's
still
the
together.
crazy part.
Still together, man. That's huge. So then, I'm just trying to get into your mind and see how you felt during these experiences.
Yeah.
So your first fight on Top Rank.
Yeah.
What was your emotions going through? You know, the ring walk, getting into the ring. How are you feeling during those moments?
I was feeling real anxious. Like everybody, like the pros, like the gloves.
Yeah, the
gloves
gloves
small.
no shirt.
So I was just real anxious to get that first jab thrown at me, so I could. All right, bet I'm good now. And then I ain't fought in like a year, so I was a little rusty. I ain't fought in like a year. So I was just anxious. That was my feeling my first fight, real anxious. Not nervous, but just real anxious to get that first jab thrown at me. So all right, just let it start. Like, you feel me? Yeah. That's all I was really worried about my first fight.
Right. And I brushed up on, you know, some of your fights today. It's crazy how you said when you was a kid you was getting the fights like every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think Terrence Crawford had like the same story kind of. You know, mama said he was a bad kid, getting in fights a lot. But I'm watching you fight and I'm like, he throw his hook kind of like Bud.
Yeah.
He stepped back and countered just like Bud. Yeah. Have you got that kind of comparison yet?
I mean, no. I get more Hagler comparisons. But I've seen like comments that ain't the first time I've seen a Bud. Like, I've seen people say he throw like Bud, stuff like that. So it ain't the first time I got the comparison now.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you got a chance to sit down and talk with Bud or anything? Being a top
Bud actually worked my corner my pro debut.
Oh, I feel like I remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I did 2 camps with Bud. So Bud, that's my guy.
What's that experience like working along Bud? You know, one of the pound best fighters in the world.
That's great. Just, you know, it's great just knowing a pound for pound #1 fighter wants you out there with him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Want to use
and don't mind it.
Yeah, don't mind it.
He will give you game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Bud, that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? So he been solid since I met him in 2018 when I was on the team. He been solid.
Right. And then your career has been progressing, you know, steady. You're climbing and you're ranked. So where you ranked at now?
Right now I'm number 9. Well, I'm 9-0, 4 knockouts. I'm not in the top 15 currently right now.
Mm-hmm.
Though.
Got to be close though.
Yeah.
Got to be very close. Yeah. So do you have a fight, you know, lined up or?
Right now they're saying July 22nd, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Cambosa's undercard probably.
Cambosa's undercard?
Yeah.
Who's he fight? Who's Cambosa's fight?
Probably ain't announced it yet.
Ain't announced it yet. I see him. He's training hard. He's training hard as hell. In the gym.
Yeah, you're ranked number 7 right now in the United States.
That's huge.
And he's 54th in the world. So that means 2 fights he'll be in towards either 30, anywhere between 25 and 33. And another 2 more fights. And next thing you know, be anywhere between 15 and 25. And then so you give it those from where he is now to 14, 15 and 0.
Yeah, for sure. Easily.
Basically.
Easily.
But it's crazy seeing him now.
What's that?
I'm just enjoying this. I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. So first time, not a first time, but, you know, having a fighter of your caliber on the show, you know, difference in matchmaking and, you know, the business side of boxing.
Yeah.
How much do you have to worry about when it comes, you know, to getting ready for a fight, having an opponent locked in and stuff like that at your level?
What you mean?
Like, you know, at the club level, you know, we hear about guys, fights falling out last second. The matchmaking's hard. You know, it's hard to get matches made. You know, but at your level, are you dealing with kind of the same things?
Nah. I mean, it's good. Top rank, I got, you know, Brad Goodman and Bruce Templer, but they real old school, so they I'm real cool with Brad, but I don't really have that problem. They send me opponents, you know.
Yeah, they got pipeline of guys, so. They got guys at those type at that level. When you got certain camps, you could still have a guy fall. It could still happen, for sure. You know. But at certain levels, it's like having a phone book. Like, okay, got this guy this weight. What weight class is it? Okay, we got this. Got this out. This out. Yeah,
for sure. Out of all of your fights so far, which fight was your favorite? Your most memorable performance you put on so far?
My most memorable would probably be Stubbs.
I was about to say that. Yeah. I was about to say
that. Probably my most memorable. Stubbs, for sure.
What about that fight stood out to you?
The 2, just the knockout, the 2 knockdowns, and I just felt like that was like my best, like my jab, my combination punching, my body punching, my head movement, my defense. I just felt like that was just everything was good.
Yeah.
Everything was on point. I just felt like if anybody that got in the ring with me that day would have got to work.
So when you feeling like that, does everything slow down for you? You see the punches, everything slows down.
Everything slow down, but it's just more like you see everything, but at the same time, like I don't know, you get to thinking, and then when you thinking about stuff, you just doing it. So it's not like later when you look at the fight, you be like, oh, I did that, like you know what I'm saying? You doing stuff that your mind, like that's your mind not telling it to do, and it's just like you doing stuff that you might have worked on in the gym, but your body just boom boom, then your body just do it, and then you looking at the fight like, damn, I didn't even know I did that. So it's like,
yeah, it be feeling like 50% think, 50% let it flow almost.
Right, instinct. Instinct. You said you play football. How much of that physicality from playing football do you carry with you in the boxing?
I mean, I carry a lot of it, honestly. I like to fight on the inside, so I mean, I like to, get physical, stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, I carry a lot of it, pretty much. But I would say in the amateurs, I carried a lot of it, but I would say now I'm more smarter because it's pros, you fighting better opponents, and you know what I'm saying, they got more tricks, and then there's more rounds, so you can't really. You gotta come at it with more than one stuff, and you gotta be ready to adjust to whatever they bringing.
And that's what I liked watching about him from the beginning, was when he turned pro. Each fight, I say this you've heard me say this 1,000 times, on record, off record. When you see a guy turn pro and you see how much, like Custom Model used to say, it's not that he fights tomato cans, it's how he gets rid of them or whatever. And so it's like you see, do you see him becoming more and more of a complete pro?
Right.
Each single fight, what wrinkle do you see? And each one I'm seeing him, like me and my dad watch, like, oh yeah, he's adding this. Okay, he's adding that. Okay, now he's pulling this. Okay, cool. And one fight I'll see more patience. Another fight I'll see, oh, he dropped this guy two times, one time he didn't rush this guy. Took his time, broke him down. Or this fight I see they giving double move, make this guy look, get him to where he want him to go. And he starts doing it. It's like each and stuff that you've seen him do since the amateurs, but now it's even quicker. It's more of a set, it's more disguised, and these are these different things that you want to see. Because you already see that as this is going, they're gonna push him. They got a big bag behind him, so it's like over in due time, he's already faster. Some guys I've seen all my life not turn that corner till 13, 14 sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's almost like similar to Vargas in the sense he was so young, but he fought Campos who was like 84-3 or 84-1, and Vargas was like 14-0, and they threw him in it with a while because he was everything that you wanted to see. It's like he's ready, he's cool, he's ready. That's how I look at Troy.
Right, for sure, man. Now you fighting out of the middleweight division.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah. How do you feel about that division? It's kind of opening up a little bit. You get a lot of guys moving up, some guys dropping down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's quiet right now. It needs a spark for real. But I feel like honestly, 54 and 60. I feel like honestly those are like the toughest divisions to me. Honestly, I feel like everybody can fight. It ain't really in the top 15. It ain't really no weak link. And them top 15s at 54 and 60 to me, but I feel like 60 need, you know what I'm saying, they need a spark, or the 60 pounders need to start fighting each other. They're not fighting each other.
Who's at the top of 60 right now besides Charlo?
You got Charlo, Lara. Charlo, Adames got the interim. Then Gennady Golovkin did have a belt, but I think Lara took his belt. The IBF vacant, and I think Jennebek got WBO or WBA, something like that.
Yeah, Jennebek.
He fights soon too.
Yeah.
I don't know who he fighting.
He's with Top Rank too, right?
Yeah, he with Top Rank.
So if you was in position, you was in the top 15, is anybody that you would want first to go get that title?
It don't matter. I mean,
I knew he was gonna say that shit.
I mean, it don't matter. I'll take all of them, honestly. But I mean, probably damn, no, that's tough. Probably Lara. Lara, then Charlo. Nah, Lara, Jennebek, then Charlo.
Yeah, for sure. Why'd you choose that order?
after Jenna back, I'll probably have crazy confidence. Have enough confidence that they be like, nah, I can beat Charlo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like I can beat Charlo, but you know what I mean. Like when you win a world title, when you at that stage, and then after you know what I'm saying, you just beat the top guy, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody's
skill level go up higher.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I feel like beat Jenna back, and then Charlo.
Go get Charlo.
Charlo top it off.
So what do these guys got to worry about in Troy Isley? What do you pose in the ring? What's your threat that these guys got to worry about? You come take their straps.
I mean, honestly, you know, everybody feel like it's, you know, from the outside looking in, I'm easy, stuff like that. So I just I mean, they got to worry about everything, honestly. Yeah, they got to worry about everything, I feel like.
You know what I think it is? What they got to worry about? Outside looking in, not just from when he was a kid all the way up to now. But if you're not on a certain level with your jab, you're going to have a long night with him.
I've seen that.
I can't stress that enough. Before I say the other, I cannot stress this first part. With a guy like you, if you are not educated and disciplined with your jab and where you throwing it from and getting it back to where you supposed to have it at a certain time,
touched.
He's already throwing his shoulder into your chest. And that's the rough part. And then on top of that, he doesn't mind going on the inside. Some guys don't like that. Some guys don't mind going on the inside, but that's not their first thing. And then the work rate. The last part for me, the characteristic of his work rate, besides his mental makeup, is when you're dealing with his work rate, and not just his work rate, but what I noticed about Troy ever since amateurs is that when he'll throw his stuff, remember I was saying how my dad raised me and just like, yo, man, everything got to be hard. Remember the Damon story and stuff, I told all those different things. You could throw something properly and hurt a guy. But every time, I don't know, because I haven't seen him fight pro up, like, there at the ring, so I can't really say, but I'm saying just from my perspective, everything he throws is the same velocity. Like, it still has the pop one. Like, okay, you might say, all right, this 3 fast, the last 2 hard. Nah, it feels consistent. And then the work rate. It's like, if you're not in shape and having, like, in top shape for this, not just in shape, but like in dog shape for this, and then have an educated jab, you can possibly have a very, very long night.
Sound pretty accurate.
Yeah, it sounds. Good counterpuncher. And then, you know, I'm gonna be patient behind my jab, and then I'm smart. So he right everything. I do feel like I got to work on changing my punches up though, but at the same time, you right on everything. Everything right. But I just don't be talking a lot. You feel me?
I
I'm
feel
more of a. You feel me? I'm
Action.
getting the
You'll
ring.
see me when you see me.
Yeah, when you see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say, man, just from watching your fights today, you know, just brushing up. I've seen you fight. I watched all your fights live on ESPN, and just brushing up. I said, man, he really turned his punches over.
Yeah,
he really finishes. He follows through his punch. He follows through and finishes his punches, like every punch. And I think that's gonna pose a lot of problem for guys. You know, guys with lazy jab. He's finishing his punches. He's getting it before you in trouble. Like with the guy Stubbs, through that lazy hook right on the top with the right hand.
Yeah.
Follow through pretty. It's like you hit a baseball, the fat part of the bat, ping. I said, yeah, that's vicious. I like that. I think that's what stands out a lot about you too, is your technicality and how precise and with discipline you throw your punches.
Yeah, that comes from Kato. K not letting, that just come from the coach not letting.
Shout out Coach K, man.
Mm-hmm. You don't throw your jab over here. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel me? When we doing something, don't slip too far. You don't want to slip into something. So that's just Coach K staying on me, making sure everything right. Coach Al too. Coach Al, especially him. He'll say we got one more round. You mess up, we doing 3 more extra rounds after you mess up after the 5 times he done said one more round. So this comes from them. Staying on top.
Yeah, for sure. What do you love about boxing? Like even the days that get hard and with camps hard, and you're like, man, I feel like going to the gym today. What about boxing that you love so much keeps you going back?
I mean, I got Alexandria behind me. I got my family behind me.
Yes, indeed.
And, I'm saying I got DC behind me. I got, people, I'm saying, that look up to me. So, and then also I want to be great. You feel me? And then I know what it feel like to, amateurs is a long game. So I know what it feel like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in amateurs you lose focus. So, you know what I'm saying? I know what it feel like to get there and you in the ring, nobody in there with you, you dead tired, and you know what I'm saying? Nobody in there with you dead tired. You thinking about, I should have did this, I should have did that. Or, you know what I'm saying, you come up short in the tournament, like, you know what I'm saying? So all that, just thinking about all that stuff I went through in amateurs, not ever wanting to feel that, because losses matter now. So, just not ever wanting to, you know what I'm saying, or just think back at the Olympics. Even though I don't like looking at the fight no more, just the Olympic fight, just think about that feeling like, nah, I'm not trying to feel that again. So, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get to work. And then also, I feel like I'm still slept on a little bit, so that also, you know what I'm saying, make me, you know what I'm saying, get to work as well. So
Yeah,
and I haven't, you know what I'm saying, I haven't accomplished, what I wanted yet. You know what I'm saying, I don't got no world title yet, so nah.
Yeah, for sure. You said about losses matter now.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on ESPN's not fighting the top rank or the Showtime guys, and fights aren't being made?
Matter,
the O's, folks are scared to lose their O's in boxing. What's your opinion on that, and making more fights happen?
I feel like the best should fight the best. You feel me? I understand the business part. Like, I do understand the business part. Some fights don't make sense. Like, I understand the business part on that, but I feel like nowadays people are too worried about their O's, and you know what I'm saying? But at the same, like, I feel like in my weight, everybody too worried about getting a Canelo fight, trying to get that big payday instead of actually fighting each other. So that's why the middleweight division quiet right now. So that's how I feel about it, honestly.
And that's my whole point, is because when I mentioned his mental makeup,
right?
People want to bring up Teofimo's thing, like, everybody want the Floyd Mayweather thing, but they don't want to go through the pretty boy phase.
Yeah.
The thing about that is, I had to learn, like, when I started getting more, when I, around the pros and all my friends turn pro and I'm sparring them, and you start to be in those conversations, like, yeah, such and such, and this is why it didn't make sense. Yes, that does happen. And they all looking for the Canelo fight. But they forget, they took what Canelo said wrong when they said fight each other. When Ray was the money guy, like Sugar Ray Leonard was the money guy, guess what? Benitez fought. This is Hearns, Durant, all them guys fought each other. Durant, Benitez, Hearns, Hagler, all the guys from 47, 54, 60, all fought each other. It was plenty of money to go around before they kind of lost a piece of themselves before they got there. But some of because they was in some wars.
But look at us now. We talking about them today.
Exactly.
We live on forever.
And they were comfortable. The money that they made, a lot of them were comfortable, still comfortable.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. And that's one of the things. His mental makeup has always been that since I've known him when he was a kid. You know, so that's one of the things that's going to contribute for him down the line. Because when he gets a strap, I think he going to act a damn fool, to be honest with you. Because he going to say, yeah, I got one now, so y'all can't say this. Like, well, let me dial it back. Because he's not that bashful like I am. He's going to probably, all right, so now I got a belt, so you want the work? Like...
It depends on the opponent. It depends on the opponent, and if you know what I'm saying, how it's being, like, you feel me? It all depends. It all depends on how the media, you know what I'm saying, portraying me at the time. It all depends on how I'm at.
Yeah. Do you have an alter ego? Like you Troy, and you have like a side of you that, you turn that kill switch and it's like, okay, now you pressed the wrong button. You know what I'm saying?
I say, yeah, I do have that. But I mean, now I had that growing up. That was my problem growing up. I used to fight a lot, and I didn't know how to control that. So like, I ain't gonna say know how to control it, but like, my dad told me, if anybody, put their hands on you, you know what I'm saying. He just told me defend yourself. So you know what I'm saying. Every time I got into a fight, I'm not saying I was a victim or something like that, but most of the times, you know what I'm saying, I was defending myself, and you know what I'm saying, I got into something. So. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't say. I would say when I get in the ring, that's why they call me the Transformer. Because I mean, I'll tell you the story how I got that name. So there was this guy named James. that he used to train with. He used to box with K and them. So I mean, he watched me grow up, like my first couple years in the gym, and he seen me from when I was struggling. So he was like I don't know. Now he might that's my man. But he seen me from when, you know what I'm saying, I was going through tough times.
Yeah, going through the motions.
Yeah, so and then he seen how nervous I was. But this when I started to break out, I had like 2-3 fights. I broke out and I started winning. And then K invited him. We had a fight at B-More. Calvin him through a show. I fought some dude from North Carolina. And I'm just like real like nervous, real anxious, real moving around. And then he like, man, Jay was like, he told me this on the phone like not too long ago. He like, man, I don't know about Troy, man. Such and such. Like he nervous, walking around such and such. And K like, nah, he good. When he get in there, he gonna fight. And I did that. And whenever I fought, I'm not saying the show would be boring, but like whenever I fought, like people would just always like gravitate to the ring. And then K was like, we're gonna call you the Transformer. Cause it's like when you go with like when I walk up to people or when I would just come up, it would be like, oh, who is this guy? Like, this guy ain't doing nothing, and then I fight. Oh shit! Then after the fight, they like, oh my god, you sharp? Or, you know what I'm saying? You this, you that, and then K was like, you know what I'm saying, the Transformer. But I feel like that fit me though. It's life. I feel like I didn't, transformed. You know what I'm saying? Through tough times and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that fit me as a person.
Yeah, for sure. Outside of the ring, what are some of your hobbies and things you do in your free time when you're not boxing?
Play video games, shoe shopping. I do like to like when I travel, I always like to, try the best restaurants. I'm down for whatever type of guy, but I like to travel. I like to eat. I like the shop, so I like shoes, I like clothes, and I like to play video games. I play basketball, and I mean, I'm an outside type of guy. I don't like to be in the house chilling. So any type of activities, you know what I'm saying, I'm down for it depending on who's driving. So I'm not doing anything extreme. So like anything that you can die like skydiving or like you feel me, like that what's that little bungee jumping thing?
Yeah, bungee jumping. Yeah.
I know where I'm gonna take you now.
I ain't doing none of that. Yeah. I ain't doing none of that. Like,
it ain't working for you.
Nah, none of that ain't working for me. No motorcycles, no dirt bikes. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm good. This ain't only accident I'm gonna make is in the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are some of your favorite shoes?
On the Jordan side, I got a lot of 4s, 3s, 7s, 11s, and I want to say 2s.
Okay.
And then on the Nike side, my favorite is the foams.
Yeah.
But I mean, foams.
Every bit of DC just came out of
Yeah.
you said that, bro. Every bit.
Right now, I'm rocking with Dunks.
Yeah.
I mean, I like low forces. And I like a lot of like OGs. So a lot of them 90s, like the pennies, and a lot of the 90s Nike wear. I wear that. Yeah. Yeah. But I used to be into like basketball shoes, like growing up, like the KDs and stuff like that. I still got a few here and there, but I don't really wear them like that. I feel like, I don't know, it don't look the same how I used to look. Yeah. So, but like the 90s release when they bring back the pennies or they bring back the Rodmans or stuff like that, yeah, I wear that.
Gotcha.
And I wear New Balance too as well. So New Balance, I wear Tim's. So
he don't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah,
he don't know nothing about that.
On
bro.
the designer side, I mean, I'm not too much of a, because I mean, I only wear I wear some designer at a fight, but as far as that, I got like Versace, Balenci, and Alexander McQueen.
Okay. Yeah. Have you seen Caleb Plant's shoe collection?
Yeah, I got the shoe containers. I mean, mine ain't as big as him, but I got over 100. I say that I got over 100. Yeah.
How'd you feel about his was the Freddy Krueger's that he wore?
Oh yeah, he had them customers the Freddy Krueger.
Them Jones was nice. I seen it before because I mean I watched them spar, so I seen them before. But nah, them Jones was tough.
Yeah, they was tough as shit, man. Matter of fact, how'd you feel about Caleb Plant's last fight with David Benavidez?
I feel like it. I feel like he did good. I feel like it was good. Honestly, I just felt like at points. At the same time, I do understand him. I just feel like at points he was doing too much moving. I feel like at some points he had to stand his ground a little bit. He could stand his ground a little bit, then hold. You feel me? Like when he trap you, like stand his ground a little bit down. And I know David be that strong, but I know Caleb's smart enough to know, all right, I can get him off, boom, and then grab him. All right, this situation, fuck, I gotta just grab him in this situation.
Especially with his slickness.
I can't, you feel me? I can't get off, you feel me? I feel like at some moments he could have stood there and stood his ground a little bit. And maybe he would have got David Benavidez expect. He wouldn't have came in so much. But at the same time, though, he was frustrated. Benavidez, he was moving. He just gassed out for real. If he really could have kept that pace up for the 12 rounds, he would have boxed Benavidez out. It's just he couldn't keep that up.
Right.
That's what I was telling him. When we came back in, I was because he had the thing that was pissing me off was that he had the uppercut would not let it go.
Yeah.
Because every time David would square off and he would try to stab to the bite, he would put his chin all the way out and be here. And I'm like, Caleb, rock off and shoot it and let it do, and then dip in, pull in, and maybe throw your shoulder and come over top because he's done it to so many guys. I thought he was gonna do that, but then when it makes the judges. You can move, like judges don't care if you move
it makes it like you lose.
Until a certain point, it's like, oh man, he got him running all night. You never stood your ground. So it's like when he didn't throw, when Troy was like he never threw nothing and just go straight for the dip and that looks bad to the judges almost. And the thing that David did, he did the smart thing. Because at first I was like, why are you letting him hold him? First round, he let Caleb hold him. He wasn't going to exert no energy. He waited till later, like, okay, now we in the 7th. Now you starting to take about. Then he started hitting him and then tossing him. And that started to weigh. I was like, oh, you waited.
Yeah. Start taking his energy.
Right. Yeah.
That's a fight to your point. We talk about I don't feel like Caleb losing diminished his level in boxing at all.
He lost to a top level opponent. That's what happens when you fight the best. That could happen when you fight the best.
Exactly.
That's a possibility of that happening when you fight the best. So I got, Caleb got all my respect.
Right. So, in your opinion, what are some other matchups you think we need in boxing where the don't even matter? Whoever loses is just a great fight, best fighting the best.
I mean, of course, Canelo and Benavidez need to fight. I ain't gonna lie, a crazy matchup. I don't know. I just like the matchup. I don't know. I just like that matchup. Morel and Benavidez. I just like that matchup.
Bro,
than Canelo Benavidez.
Right.
I like that matchup better. And I want to see. Beater Bev keep talking about Canelo. No, you beat Canelo. We don't care. Fight. I mean,
Bivol
keep talking about. I'm like, no, fight Beater Bev, bro. I want to see that.
Right.
I thought Beater Bev was just gonna not kill, but just walk through Yarde. Yarde gave him a little bit of trouble. I'm like, I want to see.
I was proud of Yarde.
Yeah, I was like, I want to see what Bivol can do. So
it's a great fight.
And then I mean, of course, you want to see Earl and Crawford. As far as my weight, I like the matchup. I like that matchup between J-Rock and Adames. I haven't sparred J-Rock before. I sparred Adames last summer, but I like that matchup. I definitely do. I like that matchup.
Yeah.
But I like the T.O. Josh Taylor matchup too.
That's vicious. That's a great matchup.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that.
Yeah,
that's
a
great
matchup too.
Let me grab your opinion on this real quick. Devin Haney and Lomachenko.
I want to throw this ball at his head so bad,
I forgot about that matchup. But
next week.
Honestly, I feel like Devin, if Devin could keep the distance, I feel like Loma gonna close the distance on him, and it's gonna force Devin to fight. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Let me give you my opinion. See, and let you bounce off that.
Yeah.
If Loma don't get old, it could be a different night. But he got to get by that jab. That jab gonna be working.
Yeah, you right.
That jab gonna be working. And I don't.
But you know how Loma be slipping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And stepping to the side of the guy and everything.
Devin can't. Like his jab might be working, but if he just throwing it at one pace, eventually Loma gonna start countering him. Loma gonna start boom, boom, all right, boom. He just throwing it at the same pace. Loma gonna get adjusted to it and start countering. That's what I'm saying. Loma gonna close the distance, but that's what I'm saying. If you don't close the distance, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be easy night for Haney. But I feel like if Loma close the distance, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a tough night for Haney. But at the same time, I feel like Loma really like 126, 130. I feel like he beat everybody at 126 and 130, so there's nobody left for him to fight. So he got to fight up. So I feel like when he fight like the Ortiz fight, that was a tougher fight just because Ortiz was a little bigger.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And
so
his spawn partner.
Yeah, so I feel like Loma not you feel me? Loma not gonna get him out of there, and Loma don't really got that pop either.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a tough fight.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fight I want to see though.
Got another question for you. Being from the area, how do you feel about Gervonta Davis and his skill set? Like what he brings to the division.
Tank sharp. I like Tank. Tank good counter puncher. Good power puncher.
Precise.
Sharp. Jab. So I rock with Tank. Usually the knockout artists be wild and stuff like that, but I rock with Tank. Tank sharp.
Yeah. That division is another division loaded. You got Shakur had just came up here, 135. Devin still down there. Tank, Lomachenko making that run. That's another like kind of the four horsemen in that division.
Yeah.
Which matchup do you want to see next out of that division?
Man, I want to see Tank and Shakur. That's what I want to see. I want to see Tank and Shakur. Tank and Shakur. Or I want to see Loma and Shakur. Either or.
Right.
Either or.
I feel like Shakur, he's that factor, the X factor, where you want to match these guys up to, see how they stand against his skill set. Like, have you got a chance to train alongside Shakur, be in the gym with him?
Yeah. I've been me and Shakur been in the gym because Shakur came up here 2014. So Shakur lived up here till like I think 2020 he moved down to Houston. But me and Shakur, been in the gym hella. But Core just will make him different. Like he just know what to do. Like he just he like Kobe, like how Kobe just always knew what to do. But like I ain't gonna say that, but he just always know what to do the right time. He got perfect IQ, great distance, and like his overall IQ just you know what I'm saying. I that's what I be trying to get from him. Like how you always know what to do. Like you know what I'm saying. Situation get tough, he just always know what to do. Right. So.
Well, referencing Kobe, his work ethic was like second to none.
Yeah.
Second to none. I've heard the same thing about Shakur. Like he's a student of the game and he really dedicates himself to that craft. Is kind of what you saw in the gym with him.
Yeah.
The crazy part is, let me just start from the beginning because I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. First, shout out Coach K and also LLDP, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
LLDP.
I still got the picture of me, you, in action.
Yeah.
All of it. It's Keyshawn Davis, his brothers, all the Davis brothers. Jared, myself, Short Dog, all of us up at Hillcrest sparring. I think
Short Dog's back July 15th.
Yes. Like I think I sparred Blaze that day. Then you got in there, spar Action, sparred Swift. Like y'all was in there. We were all in there sparring, working, and seeing them develop. The crazy part is we all knew the same people who didn't know it. Yeah. Like my neighbor, you know how you got to my man box. And you be like, get the fuck out of it. Like, they don't box. Y'all. Man, you like, man, oh man, how you doing with the box? Oh yeah, I just wanted this, whatever. Hey, my cousin box. Yeah, all right. And it was a year and a half ago. Yeah, he's still boxing, man. He doing good. He just won the pal. I'm like, wait, he won pals. Who your cousin? Troy Isley. Man, I text Troy right there. But I watched him come up. And the crazy part is me being in the gym, even after I got sick, still sparring guys, helping guys. And still got the picture where it was all of us together at Hillcrest taking that big old picture. And you see Keyshawn about this big, right there with the red trunks, and then you see Troy, all of them spawn. And you could see the involvement from then all the way to now. Like, every and each time it was significantly better. It wasn't just, add a little thing. Like, you knew, like when they would leave the gym and we like, man, it's coming. Yeah. Remember how Chris Webber was coming, they played against the USA team. Larry Bird said, man, he coming in the league. I need to retire.
No, for sure.
That was like the kind of like, man, them boys coming. And it was just a beautiful thing to watch. And then they all stuck together. They all doing their thing. And that's the beautiful part of it. Now they pros way beyond what they were before. But it's good. Think about it. As good as they were and as good as I'm in the same gym and watching them spar, they've way past, of course, got better, but way past exceeded that. It's a beautiful thing to watch when you're really there and you get those memories, being in that gym, watching those things. That's why I like how how he's come about all in and out the ring. Like watching him here. I mean, that's why I ain't saying nothing the whole interview. I'm just enjoying it.
I appreciate it, bro.
For sure. So I mean, I know you've surpassed a lot of goals you set for yourself. Things you didn't even see. You didn't even see yourself being here at the age of 8 when you was getting in trouble at the little daycare gym fighting and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So now that you're here, what are some things that you want to do next? Like, what are your new goals?
So I mean, I want to start. So I want to start setting myself up like outside of boxing, like start getting into like some businesses. So I mean, I got my nonprofit, you know, and then I got LLC, my LLC as well. But I'm trying to do something, start my nonprofit. It's in like call it Transforming Mindsets, but start with like a group of kids like 10 to 15, and when they get out of middle school and they start high school, you know, visit them every quarter, stuff like that. Stay with them throughout the way, and then when they graduate, stuff like that. So I want to do something like that, as well as open up a gym in the future, and then and also, I mean, I did culinary in high school, so I want to, you know, try food as well, and then, you know, I'm into clothes and stuff like that, so I might as well make my own. So. I want to do something, call it like Black Express, something like that. I think that's gonna be the name, but you know, I want to do something a little designer-ish, like Hugo Boss, Armani Exchanges, something like that. Right. But like you can wear designer, but it go back to like the suits and stuff like that too. So you can cross dress as well. So something like that.
Has the being with rap like influenced a lot of that too? Because I know being a fighter, you think about that automatically before you ever got rap, because you thinking, man, I'm doing all this hard work with her. But what aspect, especially now, because you know they all about owning and entrepreneurs, all those things. What's some of the matter of fact? How did you even get with those guys? How did that even come about?
Well, that's Shakur management, honestly. So I mean, after Shakur won a silver medal at the Olympics, Antonio Leonard came. That's like Jay right hand man, but Antonio Leonard came down, and he was, I guess, I don't know if he was recruiting Shakur, but he was chilling with Shakur. Shakur had, you know, me and Keyshawn around, and we was staying with him at the time, and then you know, Tone was buying us shoes and stuff like that, and then, you know, that's kind of how Top Rank came about too. But you know, I Shakur spar, and then I'd be around sparring, and then I spar, and then he looked at me, and then he was like, "Oh, he's sharp," and I guess he told Jay about me, and then from that 2016 on period, they would always be like, "Yeah, we watching you," stuff like that. And then Jay didn't pop up. Jay Prince didn't pop up until he didn't start popping up until 2019, and we ain't talk until like late. We ain't talking till like the end of 2019. That's when we started like talking, but he popped up. We was already talking, like, but we didn't talk about, you know, doing like, you know, contracts and stuff like that until the end of the year.
What's some of the things that helped influence your bit, like, you know, being around them, you know, because now you didn't just say one business or two, you said about 6 or 7 different things too.
I mean, honestly, it ain't just, you know, being around Jay Prince. Honestly, it's a lot of things. You know, I'm saying, I feel like you know, I see what you know, KD doing, stuff like that, or I seen. But nah. What KD doing, and then as well as like I feel like boxers
Danny Garcia, another one.
Yeah, Danny Garcia,
oh my
but
goodness.
just, you know, boxers not taking good care of their money, like, and then you know what I'm saying, I want to make money while not just money in the ring, but money while I'm asleep. Yeah, you feel me? And then just not so be dependent on boxing, or you feel me? I got injured, you know what I'm saying? I hurt my hand, so you feel me? What if I got to sit down for, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of time? You feel me? I got money coming in, I got, you know, a few checks coming in to where I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not worried, oh shit, I can't sit down that long, I gotta fight. So you feel me? I'm not putting my body on the line because, you know what I'm saying, I don't have money or something like that. You feel me? So I feel like you feel me. I just feel like it's important to have other options. You feel me? Like it's you should have more than one option.
For sure.
Yeah, and then as well, you know what I'm saying, like the family, you know what I'm saying, my family, you know, they work hard, and you know the family I come from, you know what I'm saying. So it just make me, I don't know,
go that much harder.
Yeah.
From humble beginnings to where you at now, you know, you wanna kind of feed that, and keep it where it is. You don't want to let that diminish. I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah, and
you
not
want
just
to keep
that.
growing.
And not just that. You know what I also think is, I'm gonna see if you're gonna say like yay or nay. Sometimes I've heard fighters say that, but it'll be fighters that I was around that were either already champs or they were on their way out.
Yeah.
And you're saying that at 9-0, that's a big difference for me, because I've heard some fighters they this is gonna sound so bad, but it is me saying this. I done seen so many fighters that they get used to that money coming in nonstop, so they think that they don't think that it'll ever deplete almost. And then some of those fighters, it might be one. You know how Andre Will said, "All it takes is one loss and your pay could get cut in half, or injuring you all for a certain amount of time." And him saying that is a big deal to me, where I tip my hat to him, because it's like, oh, okay. He also thinking, man, I've been doing this since, and I thought the same thing, man, I've been doing this just since this tall, and I don't for this many fight spot, this many rounds, ran this many miles, and I got to this point. This is good, but oh hell no, I need to make sure I'm good. Yeah. I ain't doing this for nothing. Like, I love doing this, but we ain't playing badminton.
Right.
We not doing. I've always said, man, we ain't playing badminton. We ain't playing spades in the backyard. You know, you trying to make sure you comfortable when this is all over with. And I don't blame you. I don't. Please keep that mindset. I don't blame you at 9-0 already thinking like that.
Yeah, that's smart. I want to ask you about your nonprofit. You said it's called Transforming Mindsets.
Transforming Mindsets.
That's a huge mission, because you know that transition from middle school to high school is hard for a lot of kids. I know it's hard for me. I used to be really shy. You would have told me when I was 13, I'll be sitting in front of a mic talking in front of people. I'll tell you, boy, you lying. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. I don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? But that transition was hard for me, and you know, so where did you find a passion to do that from your own experiences?
I feel like, I mean, I just feel like people in my area, you know what I'm saying, we struggle, like, because, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of people make it far. I just feel like, well, my generation, I feel like we struggle with, like, selling our dreams short, or, you know, not seeing the bigger picture, and then, or just, like, when something get hard, like, they just give up. Or when something not happen fast enough, you know what I'm saying, they always, you know, make a hasty decision. So, you know what I'm saying, I just want to, you know, show them that, you know what I'm saying, to learn, look at the bigger picture. So looking at the bigger picture could be walking away from, you know what I'm saying, a situation, or, you feel me? So that, and then as well as, like, you know what I'm saying, dream big, like, you know what I'm saying, don't be saying, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm going to be this, you know what I'm saying, because your friends want to see that. Nah, if you want to be that fucking celebrity football player, say you gonna be that, bro. Like, you feel me? Don't hold back, bro. So it's just, you know, teaching them, you know what I'm saying, how to, you know, just changing their whole mindset.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, look, I'm going through your record too here. Not your record, your opponent's record.
Yeah.
You ain't fighting no tomato cans, man.
Yeah.
Not at all. You went straight to work. Everybody had a winning record, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that speaks a lot. That speaks a lot about you and your pedigree as a fighter.
Yeah, but, you know, I done seen a lot of, I ain't gonna say I done seen, but people that are having for, you know what I'm saying, the good competition, you know, and then when they fight somebody real, you know what I'm saying, they're not ready. So I feel like top rank, you know what I'm saying, before I signed, you know what I'm saying, you know, because Shelly Finger wanted to, you know, bring me to Al Haym and stuff like that. So I could have went both ways, but I was doing, you know, I would talk, so say like if both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I would go up to him, you know, ask him about, you know, Bob Arum, or ask him about, you know, Al Haym, and he'd be like, oh, I think Top Rank developed their fighters better, and I think Al Haym do this, so you feel me? Everybody said Top Rank developed their fighters the best, so I wanted to, you know, be with Top Rank. I felt like, you know, Dave was gonna, you know, give me the right fights at the right time. But at the same time, though, I wanted to fight tough opponents. So, you know, when I get my test, I'm ready.
Right, for sure. Now, your record, your opponent list, it really speaks for itself. But is there anything you would like to say to the rest of boxing, the rest of your division? Let them know, Troy Isley, and I'm coming for you.
I mean, Troy Isley, he you know what I'm saying, he coming, man. I mean, honestly, I'm working, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sleeping, y'all can keep sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not knocking these guys out, it don't matter. I'm getting these dubs, and just, stay on the lookout because I'm coming.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. You said, I'm not getting the knockouts. I never really looked at that with me. I'm not a typical media guy. Like I know what it feels like to go to 3 minutes. I honestly think your knockouts will come later on because, and the reason why I think that is because he turns in all his punches, but the biggest thing is you're at 8 rounds now, right? I think 8, yes. Yeah. You have 4 more rounds of that at a high intensity. And the type of puncher that I've always known him to be is not one punch knockout guy. It's more like Hopkins, where it just slowly breaks you down, and it just weighs on you. Right. It's like, all right, he's one of those guys which you call. I learned from one old coach from Tom Brown that he leave you with something to go back to the corner. Those type of guys, when they hit you and it goes round after round, it's like, okay, I'm breaking this guy down, but he's still fresh. But then I'm gonna just go and put it out there, as he starts to keep developing and he adds some certain pro tricks to his thing in the clinch, hitting guys in the thigh, hitting the guys in the hip here, while the referee's over here and he in the clinch, you keep hitting you at the hip here. But then all of a sudden he just rubbing it but now he's do that junk to so many guys. I've seen so many fights with that. Next thing you know, your legs you start locking your knee, all these different things that you can do. And then as strong as he is and he starts controlling your arm, all these different things, that start to weigh on. And then you go into championship rounds. And then if he's keeping it up, like how, Sean Porter was almost in the sense like he's going, well, even when he goes from 100 miles an hour, it's not to 40. He's going down to 80 and 60. It's still a lot that it could really wind up, all right, we're waving this off. Oh, all right, he stopped this guy. He wanted just breaking you down type of fight. Where one of those fights where you say, when you fight Troy Isley, you rather get knocked out early than take so much damage for accumulation of time. That's that type of fighter.
You took what I was gonna say. I ain't got nothing else to say. You basically said
that's a great, that was great.
That's what I was about to say, man. Like, you may not be getting all the knockouts now. You may not be 9-0 with 9 knockouts, but I can tell the way you're progressing in your performance. I watch you on TV when you come on. I'm watching. Yeah. Your progression you can see it. So the knockouts to me aren't as important as the progression. You made leaps and bounds since you started boxing, since your pro debut. So that's gonna come, man. Like you did it, bro.
That's what the matchmakers be saying.
I don't want to seem like I'm throwing shade at nobody, because I'm really not. To each his own. This is one of the reasons why I always respected Gene Miller Vince. I always brought this up with Gene and Ross when they were throwing all them cards. They was throwing them every month up at Rosecroft, and then the next, I think the first year was like 10 out of the first 12 months. And I remember them telling Jared and all them guys, I know y'all done had hundreds of fights. Bro. Like, I had all these fights and everything. I've been in the ring, but it's still the pros. So first 2-3 fights is gonna be ducks. And then after that, I'm putting you in there with guys you supposed to beat, but they're gonna keep you sharp and sharp. So when you get to your moment, like your Jared Hurd, Frank Alarza moment, you don't freeze type of thing. And the guys that he's fought, the one with the most losses was only one guy, and it was 5 losses. All the rest of the guys were 3, 2, 1 loss. You can make of that what you want, but at the end of the day, that guy knows what it's like to win. The guy that he's fighting knows what it's like to win.
When he ain't coming to lay down.
So it's like, okay, this guy was a prospect at one time too, or is a prospect now, or might still be a prospect in his area coming up regionally. So that's that. So it's like, okay, this guy is gonna, because most of the guys that I done seen him fight actually know how to stand and throw their punches. Not all of them is just in there and then they take the die, whatever, so that's a big thing.
They try for like a minute and then it's over with. Nah.
That last fight, the dude took, I think it was 2 right hands. The second time was a right hand and a hook, I think.
He took it, he took
and he tried to stay in there. But you still trying to stay right, still try to feint. But after a while, then the breaking down part started to come. So you have to also think, damn, if it was 10, if it was 12, will this guy still be here? Will the trainer have to make a decision? So
let me ask you. So when you in the ring, when do you know? I know that punch hurt that guy. Like, I know I'm starting to break him down now. Like, when do you know that you got him where you want him?
I mean, I can tell by like certain faces, or like I go to the body a lot. So if I hit you to the body and like if you give me like a move, I'll be like, oh yeah, he ain't like the body. So now I'm gonna start going to the body. I'm just gonna start mixing up. So I feel like I mix my combinations up well. So I feel like but now I'm gonna feel like you don't want to fight on the inside. So I feel like that as well as sometimes not making eye contact. Cause sometimes you're scared, but sometimes a scared person will fight. Sometimes. Yeah, but if you know what I'm saying, you don't want to make eye contact. I'm like, oh nah, he already something already scary about him. But as well as I mean, like you say, if you throwing your jab, I ain't gonna say if you throwing your jab wrong, but if you throwing your jab and you not bringing it back, you feel me? So I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Hey, not just that, but when I've seen them do this to Troy, like they'll get in right, and instead of you already know where Troy's going, he want to get hit and rip you from bottom up. You got to instinctively know this. None of them come out and do this like. All right, let me change the speed on the stick, see what I could give him, see what he gonna pick, and they'll do this.
Yeah.
They not committing to this. They ain't trying to commit to it. They not even committing to a feint. And a feint to walk and see if Troy will follow him or if he rushing. They not even committing. When you're not even in the beginning of the fight, and you're not even trying to commit to the stick, commit to the feint, see if you can make this guy right, commit and walk and see if this dude. You know, you taught never to follow a pro. Like, you don't never rush no pro when he walk because he going to drop that brick on you or drop an uppercut hook brick on you. You know, and they don't do that. It's like, okay, I already Troy about to start. Make him look, slide, bang, 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 all over again. Here we go with the bull. Here we go with the bull, bro. Like, every time.
Let me ask you, what do you think will bring the best out of Troy Isley? Whether it be an opponent or a situation or a venue, maybe it's fighting at the MGM in Vegas. What's gonna bring the best performance out of Troy Isley?
I feel like a tough opponent will bring the best out of me. I feel like I got stuff with me that people be like he don't got, but I feel like some of it's good, some of it's bad. I feel like when I had tough amateur fights, I don't know. I feel like I brought something out that they was like, oh, we didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know you can do that. So I don't know. I feel like you know what I'm saying. A tough opponent will bring a lot out of me.
For sure. Because you have people saying all the time, like especially Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny. Shout out to Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny. Man, y'all ain't seen the best of Tank yet. Tank got so much more. Y'all ain't seen the best. It's kind of the same for you. It's a lot more we haven't seen yet because you haven't had that opponent to bring that out of you yet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not just that, but I can't stand that shit, bro. Like, when people always make it like... Because that was my problem. Like, I had pros tell me, like, yo, slow down. Why are you showing so much? He ain't giving you that for you to show. Because I would come out and I would spar and I think the day when you was there when I was sparring Blaze, and that's what stopped the jump. Like, yo, slow down. You got to settle down. It's no point in bringing that out if you don't have to. If he ain't giving you it, why do that? And then if it goes to the highest stage, like past that gatekeeper guy, past the top 5 guy, now we at unified belts on our or whatever on the line. Then, okay, if I got to bring that out, then it's all right. I got that in my toolbox. I got that. You know, I can't stand that when in my opinion, I rate how good the fighter is where it's certain skill sets that he has that he doesn't have to bring that out. And this is another one of those things where, well, Junior knows all the fighters. Yes, well, I do, because I came up in the gym with him. So I watched all of them. I've seen him change his stuff up. Like off camera. And I'm not talking about Olympics. I'm talking about I'm there with my father. We watching him change it, give up this, like change level on guys and look at and step. So if you could that's where I would like to see it. Like, okay, when he like the Tommy Hearns thing, oh yeah, you do it in the amateurs. So when you got up there to Ray Leonard, then you needed to bring it out again. You bring it out. If you don't have to bring it out, that means that your other skill sets that you're showing is that good that he doesn't have to. but other media guys who've never been punched in the face before, who's never had to feel what them 3 minutes can feel like, or that cup sticking to you and all that. Never felt that. They got the most mess to say and the most emotional. So no, I rate you in the sense of, hey, all Troy's had to do so far is give a guy a look, give him a double stick, get him worried that you're gonna pull to the body, and then pull in, start roughing him around, moving him where you want to move, ripping from the bottom, saying boom, 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 boom. He making it look that easy so far. And he ain't got to bring out bouncing on his toes like I see him in the amateurs and changing levels and stuff yet.
Even his game plan, man. Come on, you telling us tools he got in his box, man.
Nah, my bad, my own shit.
You good, nah. You good. You good.
Nah, son. Why Outlaw was on here, right?
Yeah.
And he would throw it to me, be like, "Yo, break down Outlaw." So I'm talking. It went about 3 minutes in. Outlaw said, "All right, bro, you giving away my stuff." And the dude, one of his friends was in the joint saying, "Yo, he broke him down like a backwood." And this one bust out laughing.
Broke him down like a backwood. I said, "Hell no, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man." Man, so look, you being at the level that you at, you got a lot of guys. So you probably seen this weekend, local fighters, right? And of course, everybody wants to be on the stage that you on. So you can give those guys like a word of advice or, things to work harder on or things to stay away from to get to the level that you at.
Yeah, I mean, stay away from distractions. Keep working hard. Stay focused. Stay in the gym every day. And I would say try to get around the right people to, to network. Get to the, the bigger stage you want to be at. But at the same time, though, just, in the meantime, just work hard and don't get distracted. Work hard.
For sure. Who are some of the guys that you like from the area? Like some of your favorite fighters?
I like my man's Frank. I think I forgot his name, but he like dark skin, brown skin with the dreads.
Trey Pound.
Yeah,
Pound, man.
Yeah. I liked him. I bang with Rios. I bang with Roach. And as far as like back in the day coming up, I mean Mike Reed, Jerry Odom,
man, what?
Douglas, Swift, just about everybody for real. But right now, yeah, them Rios, Trey Pound, Frank. Oh yeah, Trayvon Marshall too.
Trayvon, oh my
Sniper.
Goodness. Shout out Trayvon Marshall, man. I just keep seeing that his last knockout. There's my his name. I see that last knockout he had.
That was against a relevant dude. Like I watched that dude come up before.
Yeah.
Trayvon's special, man. Trayvon's very special.
Right now, I say them probably.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, before we let you go, we do got something for you. We got a pair of the Kenichi Bed HYBERNATION 5 headphones.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
About to go on there.
He about to crack these joints open
right now. Please.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. They also double as gaming headphones. I'm not a gamer, but I've heard a lot of great things about the gaming aspect besides just being great headphones.
I got the P5.
Okay.
Perfect. I'll tell you how to hook that joint up. I got you.
I don't know how to hook it up.
I got you.
For sure, man.
It's all basically same way you do Bluetooth. Same way. You gonna see I'm gonna show you the piece and everything. I'm gonna show you the piece and everything. But shout out Big Roy too. El Paso was all on the banner, man. Did you see that? That just was crazy.
El Paso, shout out El Paso, man. They be sponsoring and helping out too. So shout out El Paso.
I'm gonna show you everything when the dad goes.
He can't wait. He just like me.
Bro, I was gonna show you everything once we went. We about to close the show.
Check him out.
You good, man.
Check him out, bro.
Look at them.
You good?
They vicious, man. They vicious.
You good, man.
Did his thing on those, man.
But before BINK closes out, I want to say this to you. I always say this to my guys, like, man, it's an honor watching you come up. But one of the things I also see with you, bro, I mentioned, I always say it different ways, and I'm going to change it up this way. I'm going to say it for you this time. When I was growing up at that point in time, like at Hillcrest and stuff, our area held the most belts than any area, at any state in America. We had the most belts, whether it was world titles, regional belts, NABOs, whatever, NABF, whatever. And I think now with the crop of fighters coming up now, as many fighters as it was when I was coming up with Jared, the Fox Boys, whatever. Now you guys coming up, I think it could really, it's about to go back to that time where we had the most belts all over again, influencing so much.
Right.
And I definitely see you as one of those staple guys that's going to get the parade and all that stuff where they got to take him through Alexandria all the way through DC, all the way back or whatever, and be one of those guys that got the straps along with so many other fighters like Sniper beside him and so many guys. The list goes on and on and on because of your mental makeup, how you come along, how your skills has come along, and how you've been staying in the gym, and how you said something quite peculiar earlier, and you wasn't facetious about it. You was talking about how everything was in slow motion. You get in shape and you get in top shape, stuff slow down for you in the ring. Like you see stuff before it happened, all these different things, and it's like, okay, he already on that,
right?
So I already see that if we wind up getting most belts all over again, breaking that record again, he's definitely gonna be one of the guys that got the belt. And then not only that, they'll always have to say former Olympian and world champion, Troy Isley. And I'm honored to say I know you, brother. Well done, man. You know that, bro.
For sure, man. Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Man, shout out AVA, shout out my family, shout out ALX Boxing, shout out indeed. DC, Potomac Gardens, and
that's it. Yeah, man. Well, look, man, I appreciate you. It was a pleasure meeting you. Getting to see you again. Sorry to fight this weekend. Nice to meet you. Been a fan of yours, man, since the pro debut. I've been watching you. So when they said Troy coming to the show, I said, hell yeah, let's do it. But just congratulations to you, man. And, represent what you represent for the kids, your community, and wanting to be, who you are for your family. That's huge. And I definitely respect that a lot.
No, I definitely respect that a lot, man.
Yeah, can't wait to see what's next. You said next Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, July 22nd.
July 22nd, for sure. Make sure you guys tap in and watch Troy get at it, man. If you guys like what you saw.
Wait, real quick. Can I borrow the fur coat for this winter coming up?
Oh, the fur coat?
Yeah, I need to borrow that.
I got you.
Right, cool.
Solano.
Yeah,
Solano.
This joint.
Solano.
Hell no.
Solano got the last one, but I mean, I got you.
I'm a pimp walk my way all the way out there. You can go tell me. Now I'm going to come to the show wearing it. Man, just to mess with this guy.
He gonna wear it next month when it's hot as hell. This one he gonna wear it. It ain't gonna be in the winter. He gonna wear it next month.
As soon as he say, "Hey, yo, GOLDENBOY, what's your take on it?" So my take on it is.
You sitting here dehydrated with that hot ass coat on.
No, I still got my chinchilla Joe though.
So, yeah,
man.
Yeah.
No, I got you, bro.
For sure, man.
It's good to have you back, man. Take us
sure.
out. Only you can do it.
Let's do it, man.
Only you can do it.
Man. Let's give a shout out. One more shout out to our guy Troy Isley from the area. Make sure you guys check him out. July 22nd, Tulsa, Oklahoma. ESPN Top Rank. Don't miss it. If you guys like what you saw, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, like, comment. Check us out on Instagram, slipncounterpodcast, Twitter, TikTok. We got a Facebook page. Check us out, Slip and Counter. We're gonna have more guests coming on, more interviews. We're gonna kind of switch this up a little bit and start doing streaming services. We get that set up for you guys. But I want to thank you guys again for tapping in and being patient with us and just being fans of the show. We fans of you guys, and we appreciate all of you. Appreciate our team back here for running the board for us. And we'll be back with you guys next week.